I am beginning a trek into the Wind River Range in Wyoming alone for 5 nights. So begins one of the scariest things I've ever done. It wasn't scary till I got here and started walking, but I just hit the trailhead and I'm thinking of the safety of the car behind me and wondering what the heck I'm doing. And let me tell you, the only thing more fun than an off-road vehicle like a Wrangler on a dirt bumpy road is a rental car off-road Wrangler on a dirt bumpy road. Enterprise, if you're listening, I'm sorry. So I'm hiking into the Wind River Range. Got some plans, but nothing has gone right today. My plane got delayed and then I missed my flight, and my package that had all my non-carry-on items didn't make it to its location, so I had to go buy all new stuff. Like, you can't make this stuff up. I'm gonna grab some water and then we're gonna hike and I'm gonna see how far I can get. So let's head out. It is 7 o'clock and I was hoping to stop hiking at 7 o'clock, but I need to be by a water source. And there is an amazing view coming up and a water source right next to it. And that's what I'm shooting for. So hopefully I get to that pretty soon. There it is. And opens up the whole range. And look at the sun hitting the mountains over there. And the stream is just up here. Just beautiful. Well, so far day one has been an adventure. My water source that I wanted to camp by was dried up, so I had to keep hiking. But I see some tents on the other side of this lake. This is called Mirror Lake, and I bet there's a spot up in those trees and I can stay by Mirror Lake. Let's get over there. I got my camp set up. You can see it over there, kind of dark. I got my freeze-dried food rehydrating right now. Night number 1, solo by myself. I'll see you tomorrow. I survived the night and I didn't sleep that great. Something was wrong with my hammock straps where it was like sinking towards the ground, and I woke up in the middle of the night and I'm like, why is my butt on the ground? And I had to get up and readjust the straps. So never had to do that before. I'm not sure what's going on with that, but it's a beautiful morning, very cloudy. I did some fishing this morning, ate some breakfast, and took down my campsite, and I'm just about to pack up and we're gonna get going. I don't know how far I'm gonna make it. I'm still going back and forth between, like spending more time sitting around thinking and reading and pondering, ponderizing. Trademark. Sorry, I thought somebody was behind me. So yeah, ponderize. If you say the word ponderize, you owe me 10 cents. So just or trying to book it and try to get over Hailey's Pass today. I don't think the weather is going to be great, so that may not be an option. But we'll see. I got kind of plan A, plan B. But I'm feeling kind of tired. Yesterday was very stressful with the plane and everything that was going on. It just took a lot out of me, and then of course I didn't get to sight till way later than I expected, and yeah, I really felt tired when I got here, just physically and in every way possible. So we'll see how I feel. I don't want to kill myself on this trip, literally and figuratively. Anyway, so let's get packed up and let's get hiking again. Alright, well, it's a good thing I didn't come to Dad's Lake, because there's a spot over there that I was thinking of camping. And there are no trees. Put a hammock on, and this side is a rock wall. So, to quote Indiana Jones, you chose wisely. On video, that doesn't look like that much of a climb, although I've already climbed that far, all the way up this little canyon. But to those of you who say that doesn't look like much, well, then you get out here and do it. I'm almost to the top of this thing. Got at least one more big climb today, depending on what I decide to do. If I decide to keep going, I got 2 big climbs. One of those is huge. But this is my favorite part of these climbs, is you come over the top and oh, there it is. Been here before. I thought this place was cooler than the Cirque of the Towers. It's kind of another Cirque of the whatever. Just like a circle of mountains. There's some lakes in between. There's the big mountain in the middle, and I believe that saddle in between is where I'm headed. The saddle on the right of the big mountain is Washakie Pass, so I think the one on the left is Hailey Pass. I hope it's not the one farther out on the left, because that thing looks steep. The whole thing, I think, looks pretty steep from the map, because the lakes below it are, well, I think they're 10s, 10.5, and that one's 11.1. Well, you know, maybe it's not as bad as Washakie. Washakie is a little higher. We'll see. These are all just numbers on a page until you get there. It's beautiful, though. And I never get over how quiet it is out here. It's deafening silence. It's just no noise. Occasionally a plane flies overhead. I heard a helicopter this morning. I don't know what that means. That's usually not a good sign. So I'm changing all the plans. I realized that the other side of Washakie Pass is all boulders. Tons and tons of boulders. I don't really like climbing on boulders, especially with a pack. I was coming up on Washakie Pass a lot faster than Hailey Pass. I passed Washakie Pass. I'm like, why don't I just do Washakie Pass now and then go do Graves, the backside. Plus, there's cell phone service in them hills, boys, and I'm gonna get me some. But I think it'd be a nice surprise for Jenny to get the phone call today. So it is just before 11. I got to get over this pass before probably 1 at the latest, because there could be afternoon thunderstorms. I am going to take a break partway up this mountain, this pass, because it's hard and I'm tired of talking. So I'm going to turn this off. Bye bye. We climb, we climb, we climb all the way up to that little saddle up there. It looks so close, but it's so not. Does have this cool little plateau where you can see a lot of cool stuff. Onward and upward. I almost forgot to take a video up here. I'm so excited to get down. I just reached the top of Washakie Pass, and now I am dropping into this next little valley, which is very beautiful. Let me show you. So I'm planning to stay at that lake tonight. That's Washakie Lake. But now I'm gonna walk down this massive rock pile. This is a very, very long day. I had a very hard time with that climb. I really did not climb very quickly. It took me about 2 hours to go 2 miles. So yeah, I'm tired. And I'm looking at that lake, thinking about the fish in it and thinking about the places where I might be able to put up a hammock around it. So it looks really close, but last year I did this. Seemed like it took a long time to get there, but at least it's going downhill, although my shoulders are killing me. Almost there. I'm at Washakie Lake now, and I've been here for a few hours. I got here, I set up my camp right here. Beautiful spot, beautiful scenery. I'm making dinner right now. That's the noise you might hear. But yeah, just beautiful. But I just crashed. I took a nap. I don't know if I actually fell asleep. I probably did. I did fish a little bit. Caught 4 fish, 4 brown trout, lake trout. They look pretty good. There's the burn ban right now, so I can't eat them. I can't cook them. So I thought about trying to do it over my little propane stove, but I couldn't think of a way to do it. It just seemed like a waste of a fish to kill it and then find out I can't do anything with it. waterfall I've been hearing all night. I knew there was something over here. Didn't know if I was gonna get to see it, but quite the cascade. Do you want to build a snowman? I don't think it would work with that snow. Plus it's red. I'm trying to figure out why the snow is red. Oh, there was my token Frozen reference for this trip. Oh look, the first cloud I've seen all day. Lots and lots of boulders. And right over the top there you can see the pass. See what's on the other side of this little hill right here. I don't think I'm gonna build a snowman. Don't be such a Karen, Karen. That's not a trail, that's a wall. It just goes straight up in switchbacks. Is it weird that I have Lord of the Rings music playing in my head? It's just on repeat. And I'm sitting here thinking about Sam. I can't carry it for you, but I can't carry you. No, you can't. This is a really high, steep hill. You can't carry a person on your back. I can barely carry my backpack. And speaking of backpacks, I'm also thinking about Zelda. Like, he carries like 6,000 things in his bag. He doesn't even have a backpack. Probably weighs like 1,000 pounds. And yet he like sprints up things like this. Speaking of which, multiple times I've thought, I wish I had a paraglider. I mean, I don't think it would work as well for me, but I could just fly down. Then my arms would get tired because I don't have the magical backpack. Once again, red snow. Probably from the last hiker that died. That's probably not funny. Not funny at all. Okay, I'm gonna climb this. Maybe I'll make another video before I get to the top, but I don't know if I'll be able to talk. So I'm already short of breath. Okay, let's go. Dun dun da da dun da da dun da da dun da da dun 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 dun. See, you can't give me a copyright strike, YouTube, because the real music doesn't have someone losing their breath in the middle. Oh my gosh, what's a guy got to do to get an escalator? You see how freaking slow this is. I like that boulder. That is a nice boulder. Oh, how many movie references can I fit into this climb? Jesus, this isn't even like a, this is like straight up. I told you I like this boulder. I don't know if you can see that. It's like a 20-30% grade. Like 30% up. I don't know. I forgot my protractor? I don't know. My brain's not working. I told you I like this boulder. See, it's a good rest spot. I can't imagine what it would be like walking down this, but I guess we'll find out on the other side if I gotta go down something just as steep. That is pretty. It's cold. Okay, I'm gonna warm up and keep walking. Dun dun da da dun. Anybody want to go for a swim? I'm sure that water is crisp. Yay. Oh my gosh, it just hit me. That is it. It is all downhill from here. All the way to the car. I mean, not completely. There's a couple little spots. Try not to trip. A couple little uphills in the middle, but I mean, no climbs. There are 0 passes left to climb. 0 mountains. Just beautiful, gorgeous views and rocky downhills that I gotta try not to trip on. Yeah, this was worth the climb. Oh my gosh, that valley over there is just gorgeous. And this one ain't bad either. I take that back, I just remembered one small climb. It's not bad. Compared to what I just did, that's not a climb. Nothing's a climb from here on out. From here on out, every climb is just a muscle switch. Excuse to use different muscles. Oh man, I don't know how I made it up that one. I'd rather go up it than down it. Oh my gosh. The route that I picked was absolutely perfect as far as technicality. Because Washakie going up was hard but not too steep, and going down was steep but not too steep, and going up that was really steep but doable, although scary at some points. And going down this looks like it's going to be a dream. I was actually, oh gosh, that was mud. One of my original plans was to stay at this lake. You see any trees? I don't see any trees. That would have gone over like a pregnant pole vaulter. So it's a good thing I didn't hike all the way up here that second night and find out that there are no trees. Kind of want to look at my map, but it is so windy. Okay, I'm gonna walk and not distract myself and fall. Bye bye. Well, I stayed my last night at Skull Lake in the exact same spot that I stayed last year. Had a lot of beautiful weather on this trip. I really didn't have hardly any bad weather. That first night rained and it's been perfect ever since. But I'm gonna go home now. I was gonna camp at the trailhead, but why? I don't know, I smell so bad. I just smell terrible. Can't even lay in my hammock without smelling myself, so I'm like, I just want a shower. I'm not gonna lay within 10 feet of my car and deny myself a shower and just be miserable and dirty and sleeping. I don't know, I mean, not that I hate sleeping in a hammock, I love my hammock, but I'm just like, a bed would be really nice, and it's gonna be just not make any sense to me to like lay there and stare at my car all night. So I'm just gonna head out. But check this out. This is my view from the lake. Can't really see all the mountains from here because the trees are in the way, but just completely encircled. Most of these are 12,000 feet high. And that one over there, that like probably 2,000 foot drop straight into the water. There's a lake right below it. Just incredible. And then the silence. Except for the people down there that just started talking. Well, let's get packing for the last time. Head out. See you there. Take one last look before I go down this other hill and I won't see this anymore. This is my favorite section right here. All these towering spires over there. The passes, the views from the top. Just amazing. Insert another Lord of the Rings reference here. This looks like Rohan. Riders of Rohan. Could you bring me a horse so I can get out of here quicker? And there's Dad's Lake. I don't know if that means it's my lake or it's my dad's lake. Or if it's just a lake of all of the dads. I bet it has some really corny jokes. But I bet it's hard to grow corn with all of these rocks. See, that wasn't even funny, that was just bad. The river I began at and the last trail junction. If I go left up here, I go back up into the mountains. If I go right, I go back to the car. I just, after the day that I had when I got here, where I had missed my flight and got here late, and then I didn't leave myself enough time to eat, so I ate that nasty greasy hamburger from a fast food restaurant, which I haven't had fast food in like 6 years, except for Chick-fil-A. That doesn't count. That burger was not sitting well, and I'm hiking in and I'm feeling nasty, and I'm like, what am I doing? I'm gonna feel bad for days. And there was a lot of fear, so much fear. Afraid of the unknown, afraid to be alone, afraid to see what that felt like, afraid to know if I was going to get hurt. And here we are at the end. Almost. Well, I definitely walk too fast. It's a problem I've had the whole week. Is it every day that I think I have so much distance to cover, and I start hiking, and I get there almost too quickly. So today I've hiked so far 9.7 miles, and I think I'll probably close out at 10, maybe a little over 10, 3 hours and 33 minutes. So that's pretty quick. I mean, that being said, most of it was all downhill. Not all of it though. And my bag is a lot lighter than it used to be, so it doesn't feel like a long hike with a heavy bag. It just feels like something annoying strapped to my back. I can't talk. So I'm gonna close this out here. This trip, kind of an emotional thing. I'm glad I came. Definitely learned a lot. Definitely had a lot of impressions and feelings and things, and it was hard. It was really hard. It's still hard to have been here, and there's a small part of me that still wishes that I wouldn't have come, but at the same time I know I wouldn't have had the experiences that I had, and I gotta go back and write it all down since I forgot my notebook and my pen. Had it on the list, didn't bring it, so now I gotta do some recording. But just some amazing experiences. That night on the lake when the stars and the moon were out, that was both terrifying and amazing. Just to sit in the woods, that far out into the woods, kept shining the light around on the lake, thinking I was gonna see a pair of glowing eyes looking at me, or worse, in the woods behind me. Scary but beautiful. Maybe that's the best way to sum this up. Scary but beautiful. Although I don't think I had much to be afraid of. It just feels that way when you're alone. You just don't know. Sometimes that's how we come to ourselves. That's how we come to understand ourselves, is through that little bit of fear. I'm sure there's people that are tougher than me that do this all the time. I know there are, but I think there's always fear, and maybe that's the best way for us to learn to trust, is to be afraid. So let's finish this up. And that concludes 5 days solo in the Wind River Wilderness. That's not really the name, but that's what I'm going to call it. But there's still a few important things left to do. Well, I was going to say get a burger from Big Sandy Lodge, but apparently they don't do burgers on Tuesdays and Wednesdays. I guess not that many people come off the trail those days, but instead, at least I got a nice cold Coke, so I'll take that. But there's another thing. Big old scoop of ice cream. This is in Farson. There's a place right on the corner that gives you these massive scoops of ice cream. It's awesome. Hits the spot.